Tell me how you feel about the news today.
It doesn't come as a surprise. From my perspective, this is far greater than the spot of land that we're on. And the amount of people who are aware that things in this world are completely not right is growing from my perspective, and we are not going away. We might have to change location, but we are not going away.
How long have you been here for?
About 8 weeks.
What part of the country do you come from?
I come from Wales.
You came from Wales to central London to demonstrate?
That's right.
Wow. What is the focus of your protest?
I'm not protesting. I've known since I was very young that the way that things are operated in this world are not right, are not for the best interest of the human beings, and are not in the best interest of all other life on this planet. And therefore the reason I'm here is to voice that perspective and share my perspective with other people.
What have you sacrificed to come here?
I don't believe I've sacrificed anything. I've chosen a way of life. I think life is a sacrifice.
Do you have the support of your family?
They respect me. They think I'm a little... They don't really understand what I'm doing, but they respect me for having conviction.
Many people here sing from different hymn sheets, don't they? Wouldn't it be better to have a unified voice?
You see, the trouble with human beings is that we're very diverse, and the monoculture which is created in this society wants us all to be the same, so that anybody who falls out of that are labelled maybe with autism or Asperger's or schizophrenia. And I believe that one of the beauties of this camp is that it allows people just to be what they are in their beautiful diversity, and by being allowed to be themselves, they're learning about themselves, and we are learning from each other what it is to be human. So we're not perfect here, but we are developing in our own ways.
How do you feel about having to move on then, having been here for 8 weeks and made this your home?
Moving on is not an important thing for me. I've moved on a lot in my life, and it's not the location that's important to me, it's the people around me and how I feel within myself. So although I know for other people it will be more challenging, for me it's just a change, and change is fine.
When this site is disbanded, what are you going to do? Are you going to be continuing your protests and demonstrations in another site? What's going to happen to you personally? Are you going to go back to Wales, or are you going to go back to your family?
I won't go back to my family. My life is a demonstration of my personal way of existence, and wherever I am I will be demonstrating. I expect I will move with the next camp, but I take each day as it comes.
Have you got a message for Green Borders readers about maybe how inspirational this camp has been for you?
I think it is really, really important to reconnect with the natural world. Human beings have abstracted themselves, and they feel that they are different from the natural world, and therefore they don't realise how completely connected they are with the natural world, how much the natural world has to offer. We are so in tune with the natural world. We evolved with it. The earth is our mother, and I believe that when we return to our roots, our natural roots, that is where we will find the solution, and that's where we will be able to expand in our own conscious understanding of what it is to exist on this earth.
What did you do when you were in Wales?
I worked as a drug support worker.
Have you given this up then?
I'm not currently employed. I don't make money, but I work pretty hard. Yeah.
How do you survive without any money?
We're living in a waste society, so when I'm in the city, I survive on the waste of others. I don't see that as being a negative thing. I just, you know, I don't see that as a negative thing. When I'm out in the country, I like to eat wild food and be in communities where they grow their own food, which is real food, which is really nourishing for us, because to be honest, all the food that we eat, even the vegetables, are just chemicals. And how are we expected to function properly as beings on this earth if all we're taking in is chemicals? So yeah, for me, it's not about acquiring money for wealth, it's about acquiring real wealth, which is connection and understanding with the earth and with other human beings.
Where would you like to be? Where would you like to see yourself in 5 years' time?
In a community, which
would you like to be living with having a relationship? Would you like to have children?
Yeah, I'd like to have children. Yeah. But if I was to have children, then I would. It'd be very important to me to make sure that those children are brought up in a way which is not going to just funnel them into the capitalist system, if the capitalist system still exists in that time.
Do you think the mission of this camp has been completed now and it's time to move on?
Of course not. No, it's never been completed. Whilst these systems stand, which are oppressive to the majority of people, not just in this country but on this planet, and oppressive to the planet itself, then our job is not done.
And can I ask how old you are?
25.
And your first name is?
Katy.
Katy, thanks ever so much for giving me the opportunity to interview you, and you come across as being very, very passionate about your opinions. You're very, very articulate, and I wish you well for the future.
Thank you, you
Thanks.
too.